Alright, so we're back in Unity. I wanted to just go ahead and address this error we're getting at the bottom here because, as I said, it's a bit of a problem because it won't let us into play mode. So this is just a legacy problem with the standard asset pack. So you basically just need to go to this code file that's mentioned here. The easiest way is just double click on the error and that'll bring up Visual Studio. It might take a little bit of a while to load. And it actually takes you right to the line there, so you can see public GUI text. What we're going to do there is just take out the GUI and just call it a text, and it still doesn't like it because we need to bring in Unity Engine.ui namespace, and that's it. And then you can see the little star up the top there. You can go ahead and click save that file. You can probably close if you aren't going to be using Visual Studio. You head back in, just wait a minute or a second, I suppose, for scripts to recompile. It's opened up Visual Studio again, and there we go. I don't know why I had to re-import a whole bunch of stuff again, but at least the error's gone and we could go ahead and play if we wanted to. So previously we were playing around and we painted some of these textures on here. I thought it might be cool just to show a few other things you can do with textures, just a bit of a side note. Not ready to do with terrains, although you can use the textures for that. So I'm just going to head across to a really cool website called Texture Haven, and you can see it's got other ones, HDRI Haven, 3D Model Haven. It's got a whole bunch of 100% free textures that you can download, really great qualities up to 8K. So I'm just going to go across to textures there, and you can see you can select from a whole bunch of things. There is a really nice section of terrain textures that you can use, which I'll get into in another video. Much better quality than some of the ones that come with the standard asset pack, although these are not looking great from there, but they do get better at a distance, at a closer proximity. What is missing, or that I haven't set up, is probably there's the normal map for this. Anyway, so what I did is I went across in here in Texture Haven and download something from the bricks section here. And I think I chose, I'm not sure which one I chose. It's one of these, I think. And the cool thing, it's use church bricks, I think it was called, is that it gives you the download for all the different maps as well. Now, the only ones I'm going to be using here are the diffuse or the albedo in Unity, ambient occlusion, and the normal. So I've already downloaded that, and then basically what we're going to do is I brought that into, I just created a textures folder over here in my asset pack, and I brought in church bricks, and there you can see the files that you'll get if you go ahead and use the download all maps button there. And by the way, you get to choose the quality here, so I just went with the 4K JPEGs. So I brought them in here, and you can see the various different ones. If we select that, you'll see here that's the main one that we want to put into an albedo channel. There's the ambient occlusion that I was talking about, and there's the normal that I was talking about, and they just add a different sort of life to the texture. This normal one being the important one, it uses this data to make it seem as if it's a little bit 3D. So what we need to do is, if you want to put, so I'm not going to do it on the terrain at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and you can see I've created a cube and a sphere here, and I'm just going to do another one soon, and I'll show you what I've done there. But we want to go and apply them to an object. So in order to do that, you need to have a material. So I created another little folder, materials, here, and basically went ahead, clicked in here, right click, create, and new material, and it'll insert itself here. Named it church bricks, and there you can see the end result already at the bottom. Basically, if I just select that and it opens up there, and then if I just navigate back to my texture church bricks folder, the easier way to do this is, you can see there's the albedo channel. You can just take this diffuse one, click it once, drag across, and drop it in there. Alternatively, you can just click the little circle and you got to navigate through all the things and find that exact one. You can search maybe by name at the top, just type church, and there they come up. So we could just select that one. And then, as I said, I put the occlusion one on. Same thing there. If we just type church, there's the, if you can't see it in the name there, you can look at the bottom there, the AO, ambient occlusion. And I selected that one. And then important, the normal map as well, which I showed. Same one from that folder, same technique. And then what you can do is create something like a cube, for example. So I'll just chuck in a 3D cube here. Yeah, it's gone all the way off in the distance a little bit, not too far. Let's bring it there. That's great, thank you. And I'm just going to scale that out a little bit. Let's just move it over here. So I'll push R to get the scale tool, and I'll just get it along the X here, just a couple of clicks, and then on the Y there, just to make kind of like a little wall. Pretty cool. That's just sitting there. Wonderful. Let's just bring it down so it's at least some part in the wall. Maybe even, hell, while we're at it, let's just rotate it a little bit. Cool. And I'm using QWERTY, or the top keys there, to basically activate these different tools at the top here. Anyway, as I said, once you've created a material, that's how you can apply texture to an object. And I'm actually going to take my church bricks, drag it and drop it, and there we go. We've got a really cool, and it even looks a little bit like it's got texture. It's not actually there. You can see it's flat, and we do have a few issues. If you look at this from the wrong side, it's only working on the one side here. But yeah, I just wanted to show that, and I downloaded another one called Rock 4, and there's the ones I was playing with here. There's the wall, and I just used the sphere here and put that rock texture on. Very cool, nice quality texture, and I just tiled it to what I thought looked nice. So I haven't got any add-ons for being able to sort of change the mesh data of this thing. I would use Blender for that, but I suppose typically I would probably make something a little bit less spherical to make it look like a rock. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to show for now. I'm just going to go ahead and delete those, and I think we can come back and maybe look at some additional textures in the actual terrain. So yeah, till next time, cheers.